Now, what brought about case escalation is very simple, and I really want to state this. There are a lot of questions in the exam that they normally ask as per case escalation. Why do you need to escalate a case? You know, after case, you have case on your platform, and the case has been assigned. Nobody is attending to that case. It has you have a case owner for that case. What case escalation will do for you is to reassign the case automatically to another user that will own that case now. It will take the case from the person that's supposed to do it in the first place that has not attended to that case. Now you set up action about your case escalation rule. You set the criteria and everything. And apart from that, you will now set the time frame, the age for that. You sort age for that escalation. You can say any cases that has been high priority case that has been on your platform for more than 2 hours after it has been on your platform that has not been attended to. After 2 hours, the case should be escalated. So if you set anything up like that this case must be escalated, that simply means after 2 hours, the case will be escalated. Another owner will now own that case. The case will be assigned to another person. Why? Just because the case has been there for more than 2 hours, and you always want to give your customer good service, on-time service, that you don't want to lose your customers. And when people are waiting for a very long time, they have cases being reported to your company and nobody is attending to it. It can really turn out to be a bad business for your company. Many companies are folded up in the world just because of bad customer relationship or customer management. They don't really have good human relationship management. As a sort of that, they lose out in business. Another competitor that is very good in customer support get all the customers from them at the end of the day. So that's the work that's case escalation gets done for you. And then now let us dive in and set up, configure a new case rule. This new case rule, I can call it, let me just say, latest case escalation. Latest case escalation. Okay, then let me make it active. Let me save. You save. When I save it, I need to give it action. I need to add action to it. I need to give it time. When should the escalation, what hours? I need to give it some kind of time that the case needed to be escalated. Now let me just give it some entries. This entry will become in form of a criteria that I will set for it at the end of the day. The sort order for it. Now let me say, on this one now, you can add as many as up to 6 or 5 different criteria, but you want to give it order on which you want it to trigger. So let me just say 1. Then what field? If the case priority, let me just say case priority. You can make it case reason. If the case reason is installation or breakdown or something like that, similar to what we did when we were doing the assignment. But the only difference between with this one and assignment rule now, it was not time box. The assignment rule was not time box, but escalation rule. When you want to configure escalation rule is time box. Is a time frame within it. When a case has been on the platform, has been created for 2 hours and it has not been attended to, what do? Then you create escalation rule, case escalation, to always take care of it. That if any case it has been on this platform for more than 2 hours or more than 3 hours, the case should be escalated. You can as well solve the case record time. Any different things you can use depending on the results. you want to achieve at the end of the day. But in this case, let me just say case priority. If the case priority is high, which is reasonable, equal to I, then you search for that I within your platform. I pick it up, then I insert. Take it further to where you can now say, okay, let me explain something here. You can actually specify business hour criteria for this escalation rule. If you leave it as it's sit with your business hours, use business hours specified on this case, or you want to set business hours specifically for the case, you can set it that within different business hour can be sought and you pick it up apart from the one that you have in your org. Specifically, there is room for you to set different case business hour for specifically for this case escalation. Then if you want to do that, you say set business hour. So if you want to set business hour, or if you want to ignore business hour, why do you need to, why is the business hour coming in this perspective? It simply means you don't want to carry liability. What about if somebody create a case within your platform and that case is taking a longer time? Unfortunately, maybe there is a public holiday. Unfortunately, maybe the case is being escalated when outside of your business hour. And somebody somewhere will be having challenges that, oh my God, why is nobody attending to me from these companies after I've leave, after I've requested or this issue that I've raised with them? So you need to kind of look at how you set off a sales business hour to specifically take care of your escalation rules. So you don't want to carry, don't want to be liable for what you are not supposed to. I want to create business hour, an additional business hour. Let me go to business hour. We all remember business hour. Do we remember when we started this class under configurations and setup? We set up the business hour, my company business hour. I think that was when we set up this one. Then now let me set up another one. The default one is there. We didn't want to disrupt the one. We didn't want to use the one that we customized to disrupt our platform. That was why I didn't make this one active. And let me just create a new business hours now. And I say I want to make it active, and let me call this one case business hour. Case business hour, yeah. And no, I don't want to use it as the default. I just want to create this one specifically for these demonstrations of a case escalation. And let me just deselect this one so that I can modify it to what I want. Let me see on Sunday. Let me clear Sunday. No activities on Sunday. Now I've created this one now. Call then let me save. So I have a case business hour now. Let me go back to the case escalation. One. Let me order it by one. Then let me set the criteria for it. The rules for this escalation rule to run. What will happen? Let me give the condition now. I say case priority. If the case priority is high, then the case should be escalated. Case priority is high is equal to high. Then let me pick high. So any escalation, any case priority that is very high, the case should be escalated. Then I will now say if I set business hour now, since I've set the business hour for it, I can pick it. You see now, case business hour. So that means this rule will run with case business hour. That's why we have the main organization, the company organizational business hour. But what has to do with case, it will be run based on the case escalation or case business hour that I designated for the escalation is going to run based on it. Let me go back. Case business hour. Let's say you have a case that is being escalated around this period after 2 hours. Why this one is important is that if you have a case now by 5 p.m., by 5 p.m., and that case, you have when you configure your case, you configure it to, let's say you have a case that is 12 hours, and then after 12 hours, if that case has not been attended to, you set it that the case should be escalated. Then you have your business hour being set at 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Then you have a case that just been created, let's say 3 p.m. Then on Monday, the case has been created on Monday. And before case can be escalated, you set it to be 12 hours. The case is being created at 3 p.m. Out of 12 hours now, you can only count, well, if it is 3 p.m., you can only count 2 p.m., 2 hours out of it. The remaining 10 hours now needed to be counted during your working hours to make it a complete one. So you will just say that if a case is escalated, if a case is being created 3 p.m., that means that will be 2 hours. It still remains 10 hours. When is the case going to be escalated? That's the question I'm trying to drive at. And your business hour is being set between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So you now have 2 hours has gone, remaining 5. 11 a.m. 11 a.m. 10 a.m. now will be another 1 hour. Between 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., it will be another 1 hour. 11 a.m., 12 noon, 12 noon, then you have another 3, another 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. That's another 6 hours. The day has closed. That means it's going to be Tuesday that the case is going to be escalated, because the case escalation is based on your business hours. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you say the case should be escalated at 12 hours time, it's still going to be based on that. It will take in cognizance when it's not your business hour, it's not going to count against you. That's what I'm trying to say. Then if you say a case should be escalated 3 hours, and a case has come to your platform, I want to ask us this question now. Maybe to really to make you to know that you understand what I'm trying to explain in this scenario. You have a case created 4 p.m. and the case escalation states that any case on your platform that is waiting more than 3 hours should be escalated. And your business hour is between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. That case created by 3 p.m. and your case escalation says case should be escalated within 3 hours. And the case is being created 3 p.m. When will the case, and that is Monday, when will the case be escalated? Somebody should try, please. When will the case be escalated?
Sorry, I missed the question.
Okay, the question is this. In your hub, you set up a case escalation rule that states that as the cases are coming in, as the cases are being created, cases can be coming from your website, from phone calls, from different ways into your company. As they are coming, you now set a case escalation rule that states any case on your platform that landed on your platform unattended to after 3 hours, that case has been there, that has been created, and the supposed owner that's supposed to take care of the case has not taken care of the case. You use escalation rule to rearrange or to reassign the case after 3 hours. Then now in this scenario on Monday, case is being escalated, case is being created, not escalated, by 3 p.m. And note that your closing, your business hour for cases is between 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. And by 3 p.m., the case is being created. Then when is the case going to be escalated? That's my question. When is the case going to be escalated?
In the morning, 11
Good
a.m.
morning, yeah.
Exactly. Excellent. Excellent. That's it. 11 a.m. That's it. That's the that's the kind of a technical questions you can be having in your multiple choice questions, or even at work or something, or interviewer can ask you that question that, well, how in this case, when is so that's a very good one. I'm happy that we get the question right. Now let's roll now. When you now understand that, definitely if I configure the case now, you can easily relate with it and know what I want to scale, case escalation, what I want to achieve. Actually, that case business hours that I set is for this. Then when I said it to say if a case priority is very, very high, then I'm saying that case should not be after 2 hours, the case should be escalated. So if I set it, then let's say I save new now. I will still need to add another more action. If it is a assignment rule now, it's going to end here. I don't do any other thing. But for case escalation, I must take it further to actually assign a time frame. It must be a time frame that must be time assigned for it at the end of the day.
Alright, that's a wrap up for today's video. I hope you have picked up some valuable insights and actionable tips in Salesforce ecosystem. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Give this video a big thumb up. If you found it helpful, I'm Asikola Oshirikan and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.